Okay, thank you so much for your patience. I had to free up some space on my phone so I could have enough room to finish. So, as you see, I did get this one complete. Where there are any rough edges or a little bit of nail polish left over, I will go back and I use my nail mostly to clean up any extra edges that might have not come off all the way. But there you see the first nail is done. So next I need to do is take from the other strip and go to the other side. And so, whoops, got to take the clear part off first. So make sure you get a hold of the clear part first. There we go. So clear part comes off, white backing comes next. We're going to pull that tab off the bottom. Okay. And come over here and do the same thing we did before. Might need to reposition so you have enough room. I find that grabbing around the middle is ideal for having the best control. Remember, you can lift back up as needed. I think that's going to line up pretty good. Give us a good coverage on both sides. Fully covering the nail without any exposed nail. That's the benefit of not trying to get two nails out of one strip. So just keep that in mind. If you're really into doing it that way, that's how I've done it a lot of times. But for this one, I'm going for what the company says for the process. And you do get a little bit better coverage when you do it this way because you're always finding a perfect fit. So you just, once again, tear that over the edge, push down. If it seems like you have anything sticking to your skin, then you can use one of your tools. I think I've actually got it pretty good so that it's not sticking to skin. Looks pretty nice. Okay, and you can file these later if needed, but there's strip 2. So if I were doing my pedicure at this time, I could take this and apply this to one of my toenails. But since I'm not, I'm just gonna discard the rest of that. Okay, so now I know for this one, it's a little skinny. It will fit that nail. Can fit that one, but this next one over is a little bit bigger. So you can kind of decide how you want to do it. These are different sizes. So this is usually what I want up for my thumb. That one might be too big. I think I go with that for my middle finger. So between these three, that might be, let me see. I think that will fit. So let's go with that one next. And we will do the next nail. So once again, pull off the clear backing. Go for the white backing off. I think the narrower end on this one's going to be better. Let me see. Actually, no, that's going to be too skinny. So let's flip around, pull that tab off. Okay. And match that up. You want to match it so that you have room for it to adhere on the side. So there we go. See, I've kind of repositioned that more than once. kind of get a guesstimate. That's a little bit over actually. So you will get more used to this as you're doing it. And as you can see, I am picking up and repositioning as needed. So it is a very forgiving product until, and see, I've got that on the skin. So I'm gonna pull up one more time. There we go. And line that up. There we go. Line that up with the side of my nail. Much better, much better. Okay, very forgiving. If you're acting early on, it is very forgiving, as you can see. And then, once again, kind of fold over that edge and push to behind the nail. Let your nail cut the edge. Pull it off. And go around. Make sure you're pushing that down good. Good job. Oh, this is so pretty. Loving this look. Don't know about you, but it's bloody gorgeous. Okay, same thing on this one. Peel back. And you're going to always work over to your thumbs. So your thumbs are your tools, and you're not messing up your thumbnails in the process, and you have them to be able to maneuver the strip throughout to the end. You have to be a little bit careful when you're doing your very last thumb, because you will have that nail already with the strip on it, so you just have to be careful of the last one. But once again, very forgiving, just act quickly. So once again, I'm going to match this up to the bottom of my nail and to the sides, making sure that, see, that was going a little crooked, so you want to make sure you're going to be able to get it at the bottom and all the way up the side of your nail without a big gap. So see how that does. Pushing that over, looks good. You may find that even same finger on each hand might have different size nails, so these are things you'll grow to know in time about yourself. And so once again, kind of push behind the nail. And let that create your edge. Go around. Make sure you're getting a really good, secure seal. And that you're not on the cuticle as much as possible. If it seems like you're on the cuticle, kind of push. See how I got that little bit off right there? So just use your fingers as your tools. And if you can do this before it dries, you're going to have a really good adhesion. Okay, so there we go. Once again, if I was doing my pedicure, I would go do that right now with that. But since I'm not, okay, so I'm going to pause for a little bit because you're getting the idea. I'm going to catch up again at my thumbs. Okay, before I actually go on to my other nails, I will show that this is the bigger one and my middle finger is bigger. So I'm going to go with this one next and then come back over to catch one of these for my index finger, which is smaller. So just wanted you to catch that real quick. Be back again to do the thumbs. Okay, as you see, I have 8 of the 10 done. Looks great. Look at that sparkle. So pretty. Okay, thumbs. So, like I said, this biggest one is too big. It fits a big toe better. And even on me, it's a little big for that. But you may need it for your thumbs if you've got wider thumbnails. All right, so like I said, you have to be a little more careful when you go to do your final thumbs because you're going to have, you know, the polish on one of your thumbs at some point before you do that very last one. So same process here. And oops. I think I'm going to go with the wider side on this. I'd rather it be a little bit too big and we fix that than not big enough. So same thing here, kind of line it up with that side, gently stretch it across. If you see bubbles, you can pick up and redo it, but I think mine's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to cut, use my nail to cut. And remember, if there's any little jagged parts that remain, you can always file it later. We're not going for perfection on the edge, just trying to get it started. So, okay. Okay. And then I'm going to go around. There's a little bit of an overage right there. I'm just going to slightly pick away where it was just a little bit too big. But you see it easily comes off. So a little bit too big is better than a little bit too small, in my opinion. And just kind of use that point to really press it onto the nail in that crease so that you're guaranteeing that the nail, sorry, not sure if I had that position right, but that the nail is what you're seeing, not the skin for your edge. So just kind of go in, tuck under the edges. You can come back later and prettify this, but for now we're just trying to get a good adherence. Come back again, press, press, press. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the last thumb. And we're going to have some strips left over that you can continue to use for your pedicure or however you see fit. Just remember, it's intended by Color Street to be a one-time use product, and it can dry out, so we can't guarantee what will happen if you try to save these. Okay, and I'm going to go same thing with this. We're going to go down. So I just need to be a little more careful now because I do have nail polish on that last thumb. So just going to carefully line up. Oops, see, I need to move it over. Okay, let's try and get it in the corner first and up the side so that you've got a good fit. So see, nice fit on that side. And I'm stretching it across It's definitely, see, it looks even a more big on this one, which could be that this nail is a little bit tinier. We're not going to be overly worried about it. I'm going to go ahead. You can go in whatever direction you want for tearing these off. And it's okay. This is actually the process that Color Street says, is to pinch it to get it to come off. So that's fine too. And we'll come back over here in a moment and get that put into that crevice. As good as we can. And we will slowly, I'm going to use my nail and give a nice crease, kind of pushing under my cuticle to separate the edge. Come over this way and then work that off. See how it's going to come off? You will learn your little techniques that work best for you. Sorry if I'm going off screen because I am looking at my fingers, not at the camera on the tripod. So just be careful that you're not sticking too much to the other nail polish. And get that. There's a little bit right there. Get that. Okay. There we go. And we're done. And so there you go. Your mani in minutes. Of course, I spent a lot of time explaining things to you, so this is longer than it would normally take. But the great thing about this is, you know, when my video ran out, all I had to do was take the time to delete all of my stuff off my phone so that I had room and I could come back to it and finish. So I didn't have to worry about the fact that my nails were still wet. They're not. They're dry right now. They will completely dry within the next 15 to 30 minutes. But if I needed to, you know, brush my hair, if I needed to go to sleep, a lot of people actually do this right before they go to sleep. And then they're just ready and roaring to go in the morning. So that's the great thing about Color Street. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. And if you have questions or comments, please post them on this video. And please say hi. Let me know if you stop by to watch. I love hearing from my customers and friends who enjoy watching my videos. So say hi to me and let me know where you're from, whether you're a friend or someone just found me on Facebook. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Ooh. Hauntingly Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. Bye.